last year, I didn't go to Fully Charged Live. So this year, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to the weather improving a bit. At least it stopped raining. That's something. Well, the reason we're charging here is because there's a huge number of EVs heading to Silverstone today for Fully Charged Live, and there's no charging there because the only way that they could provide charging there would have been to have a bunch of great big diesel generators, which is kind of not in keeping with the theme of the day. But what that means is that I need to keep my charge level nice and high because the chargers around Silverstone are all going to be totally rammed, and I just don't want to have to queue, because who wants to queue? And besides, I desperately need coffee. There are so many EVs in this car park. It's awesome. It's like the future when 30% of all vehicles will be electric. Well, actually, hopefully in the future it'll be 100%, but it'll take a while to get there. Thanks for the lift. Jasper, you're gonna have to hang on a minute, monkey. There's somebody I need to say hello to over here. Do you remember that little car there, monkey?
Good to see you. Nice to see you here. You have grown a lot. You're 5, not 4.5. 5.
How old was he when we went? I think he was about 3 when we came over, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's good 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was a good while. How's it going?
Mental.
Yeah?
Yesterday was mental. A sore throat at the end of the day.
That's the actual Twizy that me and Jasper went in when we visited Orkney. That's awesome. We might have a sound problem in here, mightn't we? It's a bit loud. I haven't seen him for years. It has been years, hasn't it?
It has.
It's been a very long time.
2 years, yeah.
Anyway, he's been here. How long have you been here? Just today?
Just today, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to be around tomorrow.
He's been here for a lot longer than me, so he's just given me the quick lowdown on what's going on around here and what it was like last year. Because of course I didn't come, and you did.
Yeah.
So,
it was a great event.
I'm pleased to see that it's grown substantially in the space of 1 year.
Yeah.
Obviously, I hope for the EV industry to do really, really fantastically well. And this is it's a good sign of things to come.
Yeah.
Because I'd say this is probably the main EV-focused show in the UK.
It's certainly the biggest. I mean, there are a few others, but they pale in comparison. There's nowhere near as many manufacturers of cars available. There's no test drives at most of them. So it's just so much more here, all in one place. And you can get around it all in a day, even with how much is here today. So.
That's when I last saw you. I saw you last year at the EVs in the Park.
EVs in the Park, yes. That's happening again this year, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah, when is that?
24th of August, I think. Yeah.
Right. I need to get organised with my diary, clearly. It's actually quite nice. It's a bit quieter out here because I was in there and there were some things I wanted to say and you can't hear anything. It's so loud.
No. Last year was twice as bad.
Yeah.
There was probably 3/4 as many people, but the space was tiny. They had all the productions and the theatre shots all crammed into a tiny area. You just couldn't move. This year it's nice open space, more cars to see, and just a great event to go to.
Fantastic.
You enjoying it so far?
Loving it. Jasper's having a good time, but I think he wants to, the little remote control cars that you kind of drive around.
Yeah.
I think he wants to have a go on one of those, so there's quite a queue. 15 miles? 15 miles? Because does it even say? That's not a good sign. No mention of range. Still, you want to drive through a small lake, this would be the one to do it in. 31 miles of electric range. That's not too bad. And what's the wading depth on this? I thought you were going to say that. The I-Pace is 600. Is it 600? I thought it was 5, but still, yeah. Still not bad. Tesla say the bottom of the wheel nuts. That's where they reckon you can wade to. Although in fairness, I have seen somebody float one through a flooded bridge. Yeah. Cool. They're going to do an all-electric one day?
Hasn't been announced as yet.
Ah, sounds promising.
I'm always the first to get asked, the last to know.
Let's go grab some food. I'm quite excited about that rental company for the potential of, like, if I have another accident, which hopefully I won't. One of the big problems is finding an EV as a courtesy car.
Yeah.
It's a bloody nightmare. Yeah, and if you don't get that, I mean, I was spending about 150 quid a month on fuel in a Smart 4.4.
Yeah.
If I got a Renault Zoe for 300 quid for the month, you know, it's doable. We're into doable territory there. Yeah. Oh, hello. Jasper, what happened to your face? If you're wondering why there are so many shots of the stairwell, it's because it's relatively quiet here and relatively noisy everywhere else. I would love to have an fully electric camper van. This is brilliant. Oh, look at this. It's just...
I can't believe there aren't any of them at the camping event.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. They should be. What's going on with this interesting... Oh, they put in a dedicated camping charging socket.
Yeah, 60 amp Commando. That's good.
Nice. Yeah, I want one. So what kind of endurance does a boat like this get?
35 kilometres at almost 3 knots.
So it is perfect for those sunny afternoons, like going down the canal.
Perfect.
You know, got your champagne out.
But since you got me on camera, I better put you on to my brother, because he owns it. Weight of the boat 305 kilograms, trailer weight 155. Top speed, that works out 10 kph, works out roughly 6 knots. That's running on the battery. But,
and what kind of batteries are in here?
On the battery in here, we've got LiPo 4s, 4 of those. Down there you'll see the 2 isolators. And so the 2 isolators mean that we'd normally cruise upstream on 2 batteries, you know, just one side, and then have a lovely picnic after the voltage dropped down to say 20 volts. Then for the return we switch in the other battery pack for the cruise home. See the marker?
Yep.
That's saying centre.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
when
I
the
see.
wheels pulls that across there to left, and then back to centre and back to the right.
Nice. That's Mr. Mark's car. Where's Mr. Mark? I've walked around quite a lot now, and I've seen quite a lot of stuff, and it's been quite nice because it's, apart from, also it's been lovely to meet a few of my subscribers, which is always good fun, but also it's nice to see how the EV industry has sort of moved on over the last year or two, especially sort of I've taken my eye off it a little bit, so it is nice to get a sense for the direction of travel. And generally speaking, I think the direction of travel is great. There are so many more EVs here, and the EVs that are here are predominantly actual useful full cars. They can go over 200 miles, a good number of them. They've got decent acceleration. They're from decent car manufacturers. There is one small problem with most of them though. That is, it's very difficult to actually buy an EV, which is the thing that I definitely want to see that change. I want to come here next year and find that you can order at the stands. Although, talking to Jonathan from ecocars.net, sounds like second-hand EV prices are going up to the sky. And it doesn't really surprise me because there is a serious supply problem with EVs. There's nothing like the batteries that people need or require. And now I'm really lost. Where are we going? We've walked like miles past it.
I thought I'd let you continue.
No, it's okay. You could have interrupted me. Still got Aaron with me. Oh, brilliant. We're looking for Mark, who is apparently hiding at the BMW stand.
They're supposed to be making electric i8 at some point, but nothing yet.
Really? An all-electric i8?
Eventually. It's not.
Wow.
Not yet, but apparently it's in the works.
There is a good deal of stuff that I really have got no clue about at the moment. Like, I didn't know that they were going to can they have canned the long-range Model 3 in, it's not just the UK, is it? It's actually Europe as well.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. They're just selling the performance, probably because they can't make enough cells to supply the huge demand for the cars.
And they have a huge battery factory, so that tells you something, doesn't it? With everyone else. They've got the cars, they've got the design, they've got the will, they've got the customers. They don't actually have the bloody batteries! Please sort it out. There you go, rant over. There's Mr. Simlo. How's it going? I'm good, I'm good. This is quite nice.
It is, until let me show you something. You're out trying to impress the ladies. This is not the lady I'm trying to impress. So, you're out for a nice meal and you pull up at the lovely restaurant and then it's time to get out. And you suddenly realise that this is not the best attractive look. When you're out, oh, my back. Should we go for a nice meal now? It does have its drawbacks when you get to my age. But I'm sure if you're some slim 20-year-old Italian, it's perfect.
Go on, in go, Aaron. It works, it works.
It's a bit windy.
Oh, that's brilliant.
This is fun. Where are we off to?
I knew they'd be here somewhere. Last time I saw this car, it had a double-decker one, didn't it?
Right.
So is this more powerful?
Yeah.
This looks a little bit Tesla-esque. Is that a Tesla motor? Wow.
This is going to be pretty much the same setup as in the Ferrari.
Which I have never seen before.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I want one. I really like electric classic cars. I like the idea of them. You know, if I had the money, I'd definitely get one, just for the hell of it. Because they still feel like classics, but they have all the advantages of a modern car.
Right.
You can't go wrong with that. The EV scene is definitely feeling like a more and more vibrant place to be, which is great. I think probably what I'm going to try and do is come back tomorrow and maybe have a bit more of an in-depth look around, because of course today I'm having to balance my time with what the weather's doing and saying hello to everybody, and also the family. And they get bored and cold and that sort of thing a lot quicker than... Does look like there's a fair amount of space here, which is good, because I guess that means they can expand this show over time quite considerably, because I'm sure they're going to need to do that. I mean, it's already twice as many people as were here last year, so I've been told, and I'm quite sure it's just going to get bigger. This is exciting looking. I wonder what the specs are. Failed to find out any details about that today, but we're gonna get to the bottom of what's going on with that tomorrow. Whoa, dude, that's awesome. Where'd you get that from? See ya. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Actually, I'm planning on coming back. Julian from Oscar and Hamish makes the bags, shoes, that sort of thing. I love that stuff.
What vlog are you making?
I do love the cameos. I just do vlogs mainly about Tesla. I think you'll find me on YouTube, hopefully. Although I don't know, because I haven't made a lot of videos recently, so.
There we go. Thank you.
Is this going to sell you on a Model X, Soph? It's like being in a spaceship, except faster. Thanks for the ride. I do appreciate your patience. I hope you've had a good time.
Yeah, of course I had a good
Yeah?
time. Electrifying.
What about you two? Oh, dearie me. off home it is. That's the kind of charge rate you get when you have a low battery and nobody else sharing the supercharger with you. Okay, the car is more than charged, substantially more than charged. It is almost all the way back up to 90%, and we don't need anything like that to get home. In fact, we could have been charging for about 5 minutes. But no, we had to feed the family. Hence, the car's full. Oh, and also we needed some milk for coffees tomorrow morning, because that's going to be essential, especially if I do head back to fully charged, because it is a good 100 miles each way. Although, if I'd 100% charged it and drove slowly, I probably could get all the way there and all the way back without running out, but why take the risk? There's my baby. I've never been fully sure of the way those things sort of go into the holder. They never quite feel like they're latched. Everyone ready? Righty, so obviously we're home, which is awesome. And I've got to say, I really do love the EV community. It seems to me to be a very, very friendly bunch of people. Well, I hope you've really enjoyed today's video. If you have, remember to leave a like, because it really does help. And subscribe if you haven't already, of course, so you don't miss tomorrow's video, when hopefully I'll be back at fully charged. I've got to pick up the pace, and that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And I will see you in the next episode of my vlog. Bye. For the taxi, it's the queue for the taxi Teslas, Tesla taxis. Okay, it's the end of the day. I'm done. Clearly. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to give it a like, and because it really does help the channel. Well, it helps the video, which helps the channel. I'm going to start this again. Maybe this will be part of the outtake.